Come get some. It's like John Cena there. He said, come get some. But notice I changed the sum to be not some, S-O-M-E, but some as in the answer to an addition problem. So a lot of times you see problems like this, where the sum is unknown. We don't know what the answer to the addition problem is. Miss Skipper had 350 stickers. Mr. Pearson gave her 256 more stickers. I'm a generous guy. What can I say? How many stickers does Miss Skipper have now? So Miss Cortani went over this yesterday. I would solve this, especially because if you have a family member with you, you probably would do the traditional way, 350 plus 256, lining up the place values. Ones lined up, tens lined up, hundreds lined up. 0 ones plus 6 ones is 6 ones. 5 tens plus 5 tens is 10 tens. 10 tens makes 100. 100 plus 300 is 400. 400 plus 200 is 600. Miss Skipper now has 606 stickers. I'll just put ST for stickers in for the sake of time. Now, you try. A student at HP watched 178 TikToks on Monday. They're short, right? Somebody could watch 178 TikToks in a day. What are they, like 30 seconds? She watched 200. I wonder, 178 TikToks, 30 seconds each. How many hours of TikToks that would be? She watched 234 TikToks on Tuesday. How many TikToks did she watch in all? So, with traditional way again, 178 plus 234. Ones lined up, tens lined up, hundreds lined up. Make sure that's a little bit neater. 8 ones plus 4 ones, it's 12. 12 is 1 10 and 2 ones. 10 plus 7 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. That's 11 tens, which is equal to 10 tens is 100 plus 110. You know, some people rocket through this and they say 8 plus 4 is 12. 1, 2. 1 plus 7 is 8 plus 3 is 11. I understand that way, but it's really 8 plus 4 is 12, and 12 is 1, 10, and 2 ones. And then this is 10 plus 70 plus 30 is 110. So here we have 100 plus 100 is 200 plus 200 again, 412 TikToks. Oh, a lot of TikToks. All right, next one. This will be a little bit different. Let me erase that. Miss Gritani had 312 items in her prize box. I've heard it's quite a prize box. Mrs. Payne gave her some more things to put in there. Now, Miss Gritani has 507 items in her prize box. How many did Mrs. Payne give her? So this is a little bit different. We write this as an equation. It would be Miss Gritani had 312 items. Mrs. Payne gave her some more. If she gave it to her, say that we're adding some more. We're adding something where now Miss Gritani has 507. So this will be a little bit of a different strategy here. One way you could do it would be with a number line. She started off with 312. She needs to end with 507. How much will we add, or how much did Mrs. Payne add for her to get to that 507? First, you might want to get to a friendly 10. So if you add 8 there, now you're at 320. Now let's get to friendly 100. We'll add 80. So now Miss Payne gave her 80, and then she gave her 8 more. So Miss Gritani has 400. And then if Miss Payne gives her 500 more, oh, not 500 more, 100 more. So now Miss Gritani is at 500 stickers. And then Miss Payne says, you know, I'll give you 7 more. And now Miss Gritani got to her 507 total items in her prize box, stickers, items, whatever she got in her prize box. So it would be all this together would be how much Miss Payne gave Miss Gritani to put in her prize box. She gave her 100, she gave her 80, she gave her 8, and she gave her 7. You could do it like this. I know 8 and 7 is 15, plus 80 is 95, plus 100 is 195. If you want to do 8 and 7, 15, 10, and 80 is 90, 195. There's your time to try. You should probably have a pencil out for this if you don't already, but these will involve some writing out. Somebody at HP has 356 Pokemon cards. You know who you are. Their bestie gave them some Pokemon cards for their birthday. So now this person has 605 Pokemon cards. How many Pokemon cards did their bestie give them? What do you think? All right, so if we look at this, somebody had 356. Somebody, their bestie, gave them some more. We don't know how much more. We just know that they ended up with 605. So let's see, what if their bestie gave them, starting off, they just gave them like 4 Pokemon cards. Well, that would be easy because that will take us from 356 to 360. And now, what would be another easy number to get to? We could go to 370, but I think we could even get to 400. So we had to 360 to get to 400. We would add 40. Now we're at 400. So far the bestie gave them 4 Pokemon cards and then 40 more Pokemon cards. They don't have the 605 total yet, though. They only have 400 Pokemon cards. So now what if their bestie gave them a whole big bunch to get them to 600? How much would their bestie give them now to get from 400 to 600? Well, that would have to be 200. It's a very generous gift of Pokemon cards. But they still don't have the 605. We need to find out how much more do we add. Well, now the bestie would give them 5 more. So altogether, the bestie gave them 200, 40, 4, and 5. You might be able to think, okay, 4 and 5 is 9, plus 40, 49, 249. If you would do it vertically, 9, 40, 249. If you got that right, you are awesome. All right, here will be the last ones. Erasing that. Mrs. P started the year with some books. Now this is a little bit different. In the last one, we knew how many they started with. And then the one before that, we knew how many they started with. Now we don't know. The start is unknown. Mrs. P started the year with some books, question mark, unknown. Then Mrs. Schrader gave her 135 more books. Now Mrs. P has 500 books. How many books did Mrs. P start the year with? So if we did an equation for this, it would look like something, question mark, plus 135 would equal 500. I know, even though the question mark is here because it's addition, I can flop those around to say 135 plus what would equal, let's go to 500, equal 500. So 135, what can we add to 135 to get to 500? Or question mark plus 135 equals 500. It would be a little different if you wanted to start with question mark and then add to get to 500. I'm just using, some people call it the turnaround rule. It's actually called the commutative property where you can move these around. So 135 plus what equals 500. First I'll add 5. Sorry, it's all in the words. Now it'd be 140. Now I'm going to add 60. Sorry. And that is 200. And then I'll add 300. And that's 500. So she started the year with 365 because 365 plus 135 is equal to 500. Now you try. A student at Park Street, this could be you next year, started the year with some friends. Once they started school, they made 246 new friends. So next year, you're going to make a lot of new friends. Now they have 487 friends. How many friends did they start the year with? What do you think? So if we write this out, they started the year with some friends. That's unknown. We don't know how many. Once they started school, they made 246 new friends. They added 246 new friends. Now they have 487. So it's like something, some friends plus 246 friends equals 487 friends. I'm going to use the commutative property again to say 246 plus what? It's 487. The flip-flop rule. I know that I need to add 246 something to it to get to 487. First, I'm going to get to a friendly 10. I'm adding 4. Now I'm at 250. 250 is easier to work with than 246. Now I'll add 50 more. And I'll be at 300. Okay. Can I add to 300 to get to 487? I'm not even going to just hop up to 400 this time. I'm going to add 180 because 300 plus 100 is 400 plus 80 more. So I'm adding 100 to get to 400 and then 80 more. 180. Now I'm at 480. And how much do I need? Sorry, that's a 4. 480. How much more do I need to get to 487? 7 more. So here's all that I added. 180, 50, 4, and 7. 4 and 7 is 11. Yeah, so 110 and 1, 10 and 8. 80 is 90, plus 50 is 140. 100 and 100 is 200. 241 is how many they started the year with. Wow, and they got even more new friends. Congrats to them. Well, I'll see you later.